Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode on Forza Horizon 5, having just completed a mission. The Jeep proceeds to drive off the edge of a container. Not quite enough speed, can't land it properly, falls over. Now that's fair enough, it then respawns, falling over immediately again, which is less than helpful. But surely this time it's not going to fall over. It doesn't. No, it doesn't fall over. Instead, it spawns inside the container. I'm going to presume, because this area was kind of specially adjusted for the mission, maybe the containers aren't normally there, so the game didn't quite know where to put the car. However, that's not particularly helpful. Speaking of the game having issues, the best Ginge is on Forza Horizon 5. Now, they were trying to drift over this railway bridge. They get it wrong, and they're going for a rewind so they can get a car in the same position and try again. The thing is, when released from the rewind, the car sort of falls through the floor, but this is not just a normal fall through the floor. No, this is broken a lot more than that, because trying to go into the map, that's also broken. In fact, even trying to use the reset car button, which you can do from the pause menu, which normally fixes the weird and wonderful places your car might end up in. Nope, that's still falling. Or flying. I don't know which way it's going. It's difficult to tell. It's very broken. In all my time before, I've never seen something like that before. Certainly not getting through sort of trying to reset stuff. Bahraini CarGuy up next on Watch Dogs. They're trying to get away from the police. It's actually not a terrible idea. Get into the train. A fairly sensible escape strategy. There are no police vehicles immediately behind them. So you can just kind of ride the train until you've got away. Well, that's the theory. The game has other ideas. Yeah. The train's just going to vanish and leave the player stranded up on the tracks in the middle of... Not really a helpful place to be. It's... Yeah, those sneaky vanishing trains, they are a problem. Small Man is up next on Wreckfest. Now, we've seen many rolls and carry on when it comes to rally games. When it comes to Wreckfest, you don't normally get away with it quite so easily. However, a tyre bundle launches the car, almost perfect roll, lovely landing. Ends up a little bit wide. This is an apex, but yeah, that is so lucky, so lucky. Speaking of rolls and carry on, we're on to Farming Sim now. Normally, when vehicles get upsetting Farming Sim, they just ping off into space. We've seen that quite a few times. However, not this one. No, truck carries a little bit too much speed, hits a rock, and it's a wonderful roll, actually, and a very, very smooth landing for the truck to survive and just carry on as if nothing has happened. Although the same could not be said on Assetto Corsa, Calvin Tola. Here we have a selection of sort of classic Japanese vehicles driving along. When things go a little bit awry for the MR2, it carries too much speed, loses the back end, bounces off a wall, and it's just floating away. Yes, it turns out if you go over that wall, gravity turns off and you just sort of float about. Never mind, me is up next on Beam. Now they've got a very, very fast drag truck here, and they're going to launch it off a ramp. Now, this is always fun to do on Beam. Amazingly, having launched it off the ramp, clipping the sort of secondary ramp, it lands on its wheels and actually still works. I mean, okay, the oil pan's damaged, the engine is damaged, but it still has brakes, it still has steering, still has an engine, and still has drive. Remarkably lucky. RC Cookie is up next on Beam with a police chase. Yes, the FailRace Police Department. They are here. They will make themselves known at, the most opportune moment. The player is wise and slows down over a crest. The FailRace Police Department is not wise, and it's too much speed and a slight brush of the Barstow, and that fires the Grand Marshal into the scenery. It was a good attempt. I mean, bonus points for effort and everything. It's lost some wheels in the crash. It was an attempt. It was a good attempt, just came up a bit short. Drives up next on Colin Mcrae Rally 2005. The roll and carry on, as I said, is traditionally from rally games. Well, this is a very, very violent roll for the Subaru in just clipping a fence, but it's not quite landing on its wheels. It will get reset and can carry on. In fact, the funny thing is, it's just before the finish line as well. It's just like, on the final corner. GuyIncognito is up next on Dakar Desert Rally, with some more AIs having issues staying on their wheels. First of all, it is one of the UTVs going over a dune has a big problem. It does land on its wheels and can carry on, although as the race sort of progresses, they jump another dune, and, well, no, the thing's fallen over again. I think that time it might be stuck on its roof, which is far from ideal, and then, well, the bike wants to get in on the action. As we head over the next dune, it is a tremendous jump from the AI, and, well, funnily enough, that didn't go so well. It was a ridiculous jump. It then actually respawned in the player's car as well, which isn't helpful, but still. Finally, we have Tim on Teardown. This crane is a dangerous tool to use, very effective. I mean, they're managing to kind of clear out a tower here very, very well, very neatly, until the crane decides it's had enough, goes on its spinning self-destruction spree, manages to take the crane arm off. The actual vehicle lands on a boat, while the crane part falls in the ocean. Yeah, it looks cool, and it is highly destructive. However, that crane is dangerous. Really dangerous is my takeaway from that. But, there we go. That is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via a Google form. There'll be a link to it in the description. All the rules and how it works can be found on there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.